Knives are cool. And axes too. Hey everybody, Robert Breaker here again, and boy do I have a doozy of a knife for you today. This is going to be pretty cool. I hope you enjoy it. We got a Randall knife that I want to show you. A lot of people, they like Randall knives. Randall knives are an investment. The company Randall is in Orlando, Florida, and it literally takes 5 years to get a Randall knife. If you want a Randall knife, you can write the company and say, hey, I'd like a knife. They say, okay, 5 years from now, we'll get that out to you. They're that far behind. There's something like 3 or 4 dealers in America. And if you go to the dealer, you can get it in 5 months. So it's good to know the dealer. One of them's in Gulf Breeze, I think. But without further ado, I think I've told you before that I like Randall knives. And I like Falcon-Evens too. So it's kind of a toss-up for me between a Randall knife and a Falcon-Even knife. And a lot of times your Randall knives will come in a beautiful case like this. And so the first thing you get to do is unzip the case. Now, Randall knives aren't cheap. They're between $300 to $600, sometimes more. They're collectible. A lot of people will buy a Randall knife and then hold on to it and resell it for more. Because like I say, you can wait 5 years, get a new one, or you can pay more for one that a guy's had for several years because you can't wait 5 years for one. But when you open up, this is what it looks like inside of the Randall knife. So here's a Randall knife. Now Randall knives are quality and beautiful. Let me turn that around. And they'll send you this paper here. And the story of Randall knives is amazing. Mr. Randall saw a knife by Skegg, I think it was, a guy named Skegg who made handmade knives, and he thought, man, that's a cool knife. It's a Skegg knife. And so he said, I'm gonna make cool handmade knives, and that's what he did. And many famous people have had Randall knives. Ronald Reagan had a Randall knife in World War II. And so you get all this paperwork with it, which is kind of cool. And one thing about Randall knives is the workmanship, how beautiful they are, but also the sheaths. The sheath on a Randall knife is just well made, just beautiful. Look at that beautiful leather. And this is a number 7 Randall made knife. And I didn't bring the little catalog to show you what number this is, but usually the number there tells you. So I think this might be a model 7, I'm not sure, I forget. But this is your Randall knife. Now, always look for this. Randall made, Orlando, Florida. Always look for that. And the beautiful thing about a Randall knife is all the bevels and how it's all got there's a name for all these little cuts and everything. You could sharpen this top one. It's not sharp yet, but you could sharpen it. But Randall knives come polished, sharpened, and ready to work. This one is the leather handle. And look at the workmanship. You've got red, white, black, white, red stripe. And then red, white, black stripe. And you've got the little butt cap there with the nut on it. And Randall knives are sharp. I mean, they are just amazing. So a Randall knife is pretty incredible. And what's amazing is the sheath. And every Randall knife comes with this, and it's always hard to get out. Oh, it's always hard to get out. You've got a knife sharpener. And I don't know if one side's fine and the other's coarse. I don't think it is. But you've got your knife sharpener. You've got your beautiful, beautiful Randall made. You see Randall on it everywhere. Randall, and then on the back, Randall, Orlando, Florida. But a Randall knife is just amazing. And there's several different ones. If you can get a catalog from Randall, you can look through and see what they make. And this has the brass hilt. Just a beautiful, beautiful knife. Feels good in your hand, very sharp, cuts well, and performs like a knife should. So I don't know what this one would have cost. What I did is I found them on eBay. I think somebody died and they were selling a whole bunch. So I put out a bunch of bids that I thought were low. I'll never get them, and I got them. So I got a couple of Randall knives I'll probably make some videos on soon and show you. But just look at that. That blade pattern is just incredible. Just an incredible knife. This one actually is going in the mail today. I'm going to send it to a guy. And I wanted to do a video on it. I think he will enjoy this because this is the kind of knife you keep for your grandkids. They're so nice you don't even want to use it. It's too nice of a knife. But you can use it. But we went to a show the other day and a guy had a bunch of Randall knives. And he was showing me how much percentage they go up in value every year. Just owning this, it goes up in value. So it's really the name. I'll tell you a funny little story too. I went to a show one time, and there was a man who used to work at Randall. So he worked for Randall Knives. He probably made this one. And he left them, and he made the exact same knife and put his name on it. And it was like a third or a fourth of the price of a Randall. Sometimes it's all about the name. So get up there and come down like this on it, let people see it. Randall knives are beautiful, and they come with a nice case, and Randall made, Orlando, Florida. So there's your Randall knife. See you next time.
Knives are cool. And axes too.
Bullseye.